Hi guys, welcome to Escape Wheel Watch Reviews. My name is Steve and today we're going to be doing a quick look at all of these watches here. Sorry about that, some of them are off screen because I have so many of them. These are the watches that I have received or purchased over the last, I don't know, I'd say month and a half or so that I just haven't had time to sit down and review yet. I'm about to head out on vacation for 3 weeks, so I might get one of these done before then, but don't count on it. So this is just kind of my initial thoughts on the pieces. You know, I have been wearing them from time to time. I will get you dimensions of them all, and I'll get you links. All these links will be down in the video description. Those will looks like, yeah, every single one of those links will be an affiliate link, whether that is through AliExpress or WatchDives. So if you do use those links to pick up any of these watches, I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel out. But yeah, I apparently need to set aside some more time just to get to review these things because yeah, I just can't. I just don't have any time. The summer here is super busy. My wife and my kids are all in school, so during the summer, you know, they're home, and I just don't have much time to do it. So, yeah, that is my excuse. So I'm really sorry. I did receive these two just about an hour ago, so I haven't even put these on yet, but I'll get dimensions for them and give you my initial thoughts on them. So yeah, I say let's get into it. We're going to start from left to right. So this is the one I've had the longest here. This is the Pagani Design PD1708, I believe. Let's see here, PD1708 right there. You can see here, screw down case back, screw down crown. These simple pushers here. It is a fully brushed case, kind of a military style chronograph. Uses the Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool. I like it. I like the white hands on it. I think that, you know, the white hands really stand out against that black dial. It's just a matte black dial. You can get this, I'm sorry, you can get this in both this faux patina, or you can also get it with white lume. So it's nice that they're giving you the options. I would just went for this one just because no real reason. I have enough of either style watches to kind of keep me occupied. So yeah, I just went with this one. I think this is the one my daughter liked more, so I went with that one. But yeah, it is really nice, pretty typical feedback from the pushers here. Nice and solid click, and kind of mushy on the bottom click here, but everything does align nicely. And I mean, it's a nice watch. So I'm going to get you some dimensions here. We've got a 38 millimeter diameter and 11.8 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width, I know that, and then 46.3 on the lug tip to lug tip measurement. And this is sitting on a Vario vintage strap. This one actually comes on this strap. You can see here it's got the Pagani Design logo, but I think this one looks better on this watch. So, but it is a nice strap. I'll talk about it when I talk about this thing here. Actually, I'll talk about it right now. Forget the watch itself, but here's the strap that the PD1708 comes on. I'm not really sure why they throw it on this strap, but it's a pretty nice mesh strap. It is like a really thick, you know, that Milanese mesh strap. Signed buckle here. I mean, it's pretty thick compared to what I've normally come across. It does have quick release as well, and it does taper. So overall, I am very satisfied with this watch, as you can tell, or the strap. As you can tell, I have been putting this on other watches that I think it just looks better on personally. That 1708, I think, should just stay on a leather or, you know, a pass-through strap or something like that. So yeah, that's the 1708. It is actually pretty nice. There's no anti-reflective coating on the crystal, or if there is, it's very minimal. So that's my big gripe. But the fact that it's such a good contrast, you don't really have trouble reading this thing. But yeah, pretty nicely done. Signed crown as well. Sorry about that. I am shooting this on a different camera. That's why I sometimes drift off to the left a little bit, and that's just my brain playing tricks on me. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, there's the PD1708. I'll be leaving a affiliate link for this down in the video description. I think these things they were like 50 or 60 bucks during the last sale. So these things drop pretty good in price. I think the retail price is right around 100. All right, next up we have the PD, oh, sorry again, we have the PD1766. So this is the black colorway here. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's plenty of blue anti-reflective coating on the crystal. It is a single dome crystal, so you get lots of distortion like that, but you also get lots of reflections. That's my main gripe with this thing. It does really play with the dial indices and hands really nicely. They just kind of sparkle a little bit more under this crystal, so it does make them look, I guess, a little more premium, but at the cost of being less legible. So this black dial, it is a textured dial, but it's also a sandwich dial. I'm not sure if it's coming across. I'm going to try and zoom in here so you can see here. It is a sandwich dial, which is pretty cool. That's only on this black model. If I bring in the blue model, here you can see this one is just a sunburst blue with applied indices, and this one looks really good. Pretty satisfied with the way that this thing looks. Again, this thing plays really nicely with those indices because of that crystal. It kind of bounces the light around inside the dial. Nice depth to those sub dials as well. The lume on these two is just terrible. Yeah, pretty terrible. I don't really know what to tell you. I will say the lume on this one, on the black dial, it's two-tone. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's green on the dial, blue on the hands. This one is just blue everywhere, but it's that kind of dark blue that they typically use, and it's just not great lume, so don't count it on it for the lume. As far as the case goes, the case is actually really nicely done. Nice finishing, got really nice, nicely defined chamfers as well, especially for this price. I'm pretty satisfied with that. The bracelet on this thing, as you can see here, polished outer links, brushed inner links, not a fan of that at all. The end link fitment, it's okay. There's a little bit of play, but not too bad. You can see here, fitment against the case, it's actually pretty good. You do have female end links. They do sometimes catch on each other, as you can see right there. So it's just something you gotta get used to. On the wrist, it's fine, no big deal, but it is a butterfly clasp, so no micro adjust. And then it is just, split pin design for the sizing of it, which is not a big deal to me. But yeah, it is a pretty nice little chronograph. Again, running the Seiko VK movement. It functions just as every other Seiko VK movement does. Nice solid feeling here. Screw down crown there. It is a signed screw down crown. We'll get you some dimensions right now. I am measuring 40 millimeters at the bezel and 12.8 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width, and we have 48.3 lug tip to lug tip. But yeah, there's the PD. What is that again? 1766. It's a pretty nice watch. Again, these things go, I think retail is right around $100. And then I was seeing them on sale during the last sale for about $75. So yeah, they're I guess what I would expect from Pagani design. I do think the case finishing is a little bit above what I expected. They kind of, I don't want to say messed it up with the crystal, but I don't like the crystal. It's definitely the weak point, even though they have plenty of anti-reflective coating on it. Especially with this model here, it makes it pretty hard to read. So yeah, that's really my only gripe with it. It does look pretty nice though, other than that. And so far I have been mostly satisfied with this watch. All right, let's move on to the next one. So here we are. I have reviewed Phylida and Matic. Yeah, Phylida and Matic watches on the channel before, and this is just their latest version of it. I've kind of been missing having one of these Master of the Sea homages in the collection. That Daidun that I reviewed a while back, that one has been sold and given to somebody else. This one, it's really nice. I actually do like it a lot. I've been wearing this one quite a bit, actually. Surprisingly, I've been wearing this the most out of my recent AliExpress purchases. Yeah, I just like it. I don't know why. So this is their new model. This is an NH38, so no date, no ghost date. It seems to be pretty much the same as the old model as far as the case and the crystal and the bracelet goes, which is not a bad thing at all. These things, we'll get to the measurements here in a little bit, but it wears really nice. It got a nice thin mid case here as well. Screw down crown, I believe it's 300 meters. Is it 300 or 200? I can't tell. 200 meters of water resistance. Ceramic bezel insert, fully lumed. BGW9 on the dial. It's not that dark blue like they used to have, so it is BGW9. They carried that over from the Matic versions. It does have a helium escape valve, and it is signed there. This crown is not signed for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I've been really liking this. As far as the bezel action goes, the bezel is very nice. I guess the perfect resistance for this style of bezel. Nice solid clicks. The bezel itself is just rock solid, and the alignment is pretty good. It is off just a little tiny bit. That's my only real complaint with it. It is off just a little bit. I'm going to fix that. I actually might throw in an aluminum insert. I've researched this. The old Master of the Seas uses an aluminum insert, and it's the same size as this, so I'm probably going to throw that on there eventually. But this is kind of that new wave dial. You know, Omega, they did a 60th anniversary of the Bond film Seamaster, and this is kind of what that is paying homage to. So it is pretty cool how they did it. Very nicely done. It's not just a printed pattern on it. It is actually, you know, stamped into the dial. Really nice applied indices as well. And again, the lume on this thing is very good. I might do a, you know, just a quick lume check, just kind of show you guys at the end of the video. But yeah, pretty happy with this watch overall. If you are kind of more interested in seeing, you know, the bracelet of this thing or the case of this thing, or I guess just my overall thoughts on this piece, go check out my Matic review. I'm gonna you know, my Matic review, I'll try and leave the link for that right up here, but it's basically the same watch. They fixed the green lume on the hour hand. It is now all BGW9, and it is pretty good. But other than that, I think the watch is the same. It's got the female end link bracelet, no micro adjust on clasp, but it does have half links in the bracelet. So yeah, it's a 20 millimeter strap, and it tapers to 20 millimeters. So no taper on the bracelet. That's my big gripe with it. Let's get to the dimensions of this thing pretty quickly, just because I've done them before. 41 millimeters, and yeah, 14.3 millimeters thick, and 46.7 lug to lug. So yeah, that 14.3 throws a lot of people off. That is a domed crystal, and you can see that it does sit ever so slightly above it. But that 14.3, it doesn't wear that thick. I'm telling you that right now. This thing wears pretty nice. You know, it's got a deep case back there, kind of nestles into your wrist, and then you really all you see is this this slim mid case here. So in my opinion, it wears like a typical, you know, 12 millimeter dive watch. So don't let that dimension throw you off. Other than that though, it is really nice. The crystal on it does have blue anti-reflective coating. It could use a little bit more, but in my opinion, it's perfectly acceptable for this price. This thing was, I believe, I think it was 110 bucks. I think I got it for like $10 off. So yeah, really happy with this one. All right, so let's talk about this one. So this one, like I mentioned, it just arrived today. This is the WatchDives. I don't know what the model number is. I'll pop it up right down here, hopefully. But yeah, I reviewed just the normal dive style layout of this thing a little while back. This is just an updated color. I don't see anything immediately that's jumping out as being upgraded from that previous one. So same bracelet, 20 millimeters, tapered down to 18. You got a milled clasp here, signed, and everything here looks and functions just the same. Lots of micro adjusts, so you'll get a good fitment on this thing. The end links seem to be a really good fit on this one. The bezel also aligned perfectly, and it's kind of got that same action. Very nice, very solid, no back play or anything like that. Good grip on it as well. But yeah, the big story with this one is the bezel insert, the dial, the hands, and the crystal. Those have all changed. So this is a new double dome crystal with blue anti-reflective coating. Initial impressions are it's a good one. I got no complaints with that. The bezel insert on this thing, it's really cool. It's kind of a chalky blue color. Sorry, this is misaligned. You're gonna have to live with it. But yeah, it's kind of like a chalky blue. It's really a cool color. It looks like one of those, you know, faded ghost bezels. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. You do have that faux patina lume on it. I checked the lume on it real quick. Didn't seem super impressive, but also wasn't bad either. But yeah, this thing actually looks really, really cool. Pretty excited to review this one and show this one off for you guys. But yeah, that one looks nice. I like it a lot. All right, moving on to, this is the Baltany. I don't know the model number again off the top of my head. But yeah, this is their new retro diver. Really cool. So I'm gonna, you know, pull these two up side by side. You can see the crown guards on the Baltany are much smaller. Same with the lugs; they're much thinner. But yeah, really happy with this Baltany so far. I've been wearing the heck out of this thing since it arrived, I think 3 days ago. But yeah, pretty satisfied with it. My only complaint is the thickness on this thing. If they could, you know, this watch here, it has the NH38 or NH35, I don't know for sure, but you know, that mid case, if they could just slim down the mid case to be the same thickness as this thing, that would have made this watch amazing. just amazing. But as it sits, it's really not that bad. It's, it's a pretty chunky mid case, but it does have a nice big crown, screw down crown. No issues with that. It's an NH38, so no ghost date position. Again, it has an aluminum bezel insert. Really, really, really satisfied with that bezel. I'm kind of over all the ceramic bezels, so the fact that they stuck an actual aluminum bezel insert in this thing is amazing. Absolutely love it. You can see here the alignment is a little bit off again, sadly, but the action is super light. I have knocked this a few times. That's my main complaint with it. Once you get it into place, there's just a teeny tiny bit of play, as you can see right there. But yeah, I think just the visuals of this watch, the color is absolutely spot on. They just nailed it. That color is amazing. The bezel insert is amazing. I'm going to get you some dimensions for this thing. Got to pull the strap off the case back. But yeah, very, very satisfied with this watch. It is 13.8 thick, 40 millimeters right at the bezel. We got 47.2 on the lug tip to lug tip. Again, really satisfied with this thing. 20 millimeter lug width, so you're going to be able to throw it on a bunch of straps. I was kind of concerned with the bold handset that they use on this thing, but it's actually kind of growing on me. The lume on it is actually pretty decent as well. The crystal, as always from Baltany, is just killer. It's a box dome sapphire, and it looks great. Looks really, really good. I've been really liking this watch, so yeah, I do like it. I like it. I don't know what else to say. It looks really good. I think the color that they chose is just spot on. So yeah, very happy with that one. I believe retail price for this is like $150 on the strap that they choose, which is kind of just a brown leather strap, and then I believe like $195 with the bracelet. So just something to keep in mind. I've had the bracelet before. The bracelet is okay. It's nothing special, but not offensive either, besides those middle polished links that they use. So yeah, just something to note. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this one. It's pretty cool. All right, next up, we've got the Octopus Kraken. This is their new titanium 39 millimeter diver. I will get you dimensions right now. Boom, 39 millimeters. 11.6 millimeters thick. That's the big dimension right there. And then also 46 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width, and it weighs right about 100 grams on the supplied strap, and that is sized to my wrist. I removed one link. The clasp here is stainless steel. It is Octopus sign there. It's a little tiny clasp. 3 levels of micro adjust. I kind of have this thing sized. I'm not quite satisfied with the fit of the bracelet on this thing. I removed one link and it's been fine. I removed no links and moved the micro adjust down a little bit, and it was just a little off. So yeah, the fitment was a little bit iffy for me, but I don't think anyone else is going to have a problem with it. The alignment on this thing is also just a hair off, just not something I expected from Octopus. These things retail for like $290. I got mine for $190, which is just insane. I don't know how I got it for that. It was $208 after taxes, so that's pretty impressive. The bezel action on this thing is great. I do think they're kind of using some metal parts underneath the bezel here, because it sounds just like a metal bezel. Very satisfying, nice grip on the bezel. Yeah, it's one of those satisfying bezels to use, so really happy with the bezel action on this thing. The lume is also good. I've got this one, and then I've got the San Martin SN0121, the blue one. Yeah, those two together are a great combination. I do really like this kind of radial brushing on the bezel. I think that looks really cool. I do like the polished accents of the SN0121. I don't know which one I like more, but yeah, they're both really good. Anti-reflective coated flat crystal. Becomes a little bit of an issue, but not too bad. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you on this one off bat. Screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance. This one will be coming on a upcoming trip. So yeah, this will be my black kind of everyday watch that I wear on my 3-week vacation coming up. So yeah, very satisfied with that watch, and hopefully this will, I don't know which one's going to get reviewed first, but let me know down in the description which one you want to see reviewed first. All right, lastly, we were talking about the brand new, newly released Octopus Kraken. This is the Big Crown homage. If you guys have stuck around or been around the channel long enough, you'll know that I do have the bronze version of this watch. I reviewed this watch when it came out, almost like, I want to say pretty close to 2 years ago. And then, you know, at the end of that review for this watch, I said, if they make a stainless steel version of it, I'm going to buy it on day one. So I did. Yeah, so this is the new Octopus Kraken. Again, I don't know the model number. Do they have it back here? No, they don't. But this does look to be the same exact watch as the bronze version. So yeah, very happy they didn't change anything other than they dropped the price quite a bit and they threw an NH35 inside. So I am pretty happy with that. They kept the thickness pretty close. I believe this one is just a little bit thicker, but that mid case does look really good. Again, I haven't tried this one on. I guess I can try it on real quick for you, just to kind of show you what it looks like. So there you go. There it is on wrist. That does look really good. It wears exactly like the other one does, which is a good thing. That thing wore awesome. So I am so happy that they made this thing in stainless steel. That coin edge bezel looks awesome. The strap on it seems to be okay. Obviously, I literally just took it out of the box before I shot this review, but it seems to be pretty flexible right out of the box. It does have quick release, which is really nice to see. Yeah, it does have a signed buckle here, as you can see there. But I mean, the star of the show is the watch head and the dial. That color is amazing. It's a super light blue in the middle and then kind of a teal on the outside. And it does change. Like if you get it on angle like this, it just kind of looks like a flat matte blue all the way across. So that is really awesome. I can't wait to get this one, you know, outside and get you guys some more, you know, just to show you guys what this thing looks like out in different lighting and stuff. It's going to be really cool. I can already tell this is going to be one of my favorite new releases. Yeah, very satisfied with that. Nice thin mid case there. Really nice quality on that coin edge bezel, as you can see there, hopefully. Yeah, look at that. Really high quality polishing or brushing. Looks like a fully brushed case. Nice finishing between the lugs. Nice, again, big crown, polished with the Octopus logo there. That looks so good. I don't expect the Lume to be great on this thing, just like it wasn't on the other one. There is your screw down case back here. Simple notches to get a tool into, thankfully. But yeah, very, very satisfied with this watch. And this, you know, this thing is 100, I believe 158. I got it from WatchDives. I purchased this one with my own money. 158, they had like a $10 off coupon. So I believe I got it for 148 plus tax. So, and then that included the FedEx. So very, very satisfied with this watch. This thing is awesome. Yeah, I think this is going to be on my wrist probably up until vacation time. This one might actually come on vacation with me. I like it that much. It's very summery. So yeah, I think it's going to fit right in. What do you guys think of that one? All right, guys, I completely forgot to get dimensions for this thing, so I'm going to show you guys dimensions here. Got 40 millimeters, 12.6 thick, 20 millimeter lug width, I believe. And 48 lug tip to lug tip. So yeah, really satisfied with that one. And then I completely forgot, I also have this watch. So this is the Seestern S434, and yeah, very, very satisfied with this one. This is the black and gold colorway. As you can see there, it does have a slightly domed. I know some people have said that it's a flat crystal, but it is a domed crystal, just a very slightly domed crystal. Double dome, blue anti-reflective coating, pretty nicely done in my opinion. Good lume as well. I don't have it in the lume shop, but really good lume, very satisfied with it. It's your typical Seestern 3-link bracelet with the on-the-fly clasp here, signed. Yeah, very, very happy with this watch. The bezel action, first off, the alignment is right on, and the bezel action is very snappy and very easy to use. Good grip, good resistance. Yeah, really happy with the bezel on this thing. It does kind of do that spring thing, so you know, you can roll it back, but it just kind of springs right back to where it needs to be. So screw down crown, which is a little bit small, is really my only gripe with the watch. But very satisfied with it. Nice finishing, nice lume, good movement. It's been accurate for me, very comfortable on the bracelet. So yeah, full review for this one will also be coming up very soon. Whew. All right, guys, thanks a lot for sticking around. The runtime on this video right now is 24 minutes. I will do a quick lume shot for you guys just to kind of show you all these watches side by side. I'm going to charge them up, get them under the camera, and I'm not going to do a degradation test like I normally do. That'll be saved for the final review. But if you've watched all of this, I appreciate you guys sticking through it. I will try and leave timestamps for each individual watch. Hopefully you guys can use those things and jump to the ones you're most interested in. But let me know which one you think I should review first. I mean, these things are freaking awesome. You know, the Pagani's, they're excellent value for the money. 50 or $60 to $70, you're getting a really nice watch. This Phylida, I think, is the best Master of the Seas homage out there. This WatchDives, always a solid value, right at $100. This Baltany, it's one of the only good retro divers out there, and it's only 150 bucks, and it comes with an NH38. This Octopus, it is a beautiful titanium dive watch. 290 normal, but I think you can get these things a lot cheaper. And then this Octopus, I think it's, man, I don't know, between these two here, probably my favorite at the moment. But yeah, just awesome value throughout this range. I don't see anything here that I feel like is overpriced. I think this Octopus is a little overpriced if you pay the $290 for it. But like I said, you can get this thing. I got it for $210 after taxes. If you can get it for something like that, it's an excellent value. But yeah, I think that is it for me. Like I mentioned, I'm going on a 3-week vacation. Some of these watches will be coming with me. Some of them won't. Most of them won't. But yeah, I won't be shooting reviews or anything like that over vacation. So I'm just going to kind of chill, take it easy, enjoy the watches that I bring with me. Planning on bringing the San Martin SN0121. Planning on bringing possibly this one here, probably the Octopus, and then I think I have one more slot, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to bring. It's going to be a pretty chill and low-key vacation, maybe some swimming, but for the most part just kind of hanging out with family and friends. So yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you probably in August. That'll be the next time I will make a video and post it, if I don't get one up in the next few days. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.